This is the moment when human beings disappear. Everything stops suddenly. Vehicles collided on the street. No one was on the bus when it hit the subgrade. The road was jammed with cars that nobody paid attention to. Unmanned aircraft will crash to the ground in a gliding attitude. 6 hours after humans disappeared. Unattended generator sets will be. Automatic shutdown of system overheating. Nuclear reactors and wind power. It will also stop running in 2 days. Lights are going out all over the world since man learned to use fire. Never experienced such darkness again. After losing power, the cooling device began to stop working. Combustible gases such as natural gas began to leak in large quantities. They will float anywhere in the wind. Just a small spark will trigger a big explosion. And these are just the beginning. In an underground tunnel, it will also be flooded by underground water within 36 hours. The 10th day of human disappearance. All the food in the supermarket will rot. Domestic pets began to support themselves. When the food is eaten up, they'll find a way out of the house. Those who cannot escape can only wait for death. Zoo Beast will also get out of jail because of the threat of losing the power grid. The dogs began to recover. Wild creatures return to the natural state of the law of the jungle. In the 6th month of human disappearance, the city will become a wilderness. Predators in nature will return to the city. A year after human disappearance, the power of nature began to prevail. Countless weeds began to occupy the deserted road. Wild animals are also beginning to adapt to life in the city. Human control over nature. It's like a joke at this time. The raging thunder and lightning caused a mountain fire without human remedy. The fire began to spread wantonly. Abandoned buildings on the edge of the city become the main fuel for fireworks. Chicago was ignited. Victorian wooden buildings will become ideal fireflies. Just like history repeats itself. The whole of Rome was in a sea of fire. The building collapsed to the ground. Charred wood for the next wave of plant growth. Inject indispensable nitrogen. Rebirth from the ruins. Then comes the gradual counterattack from nature.